All right, welcome to another Florida Draft. And what do we have here? We have this planar cleansing, which is nice to kind of play with, but I don't really like. I don't know. I think one of my weaknesses is playing with wrath effects. I always, hold back a little too much to add to the board, and then I mess it up. So here we have Reduce the Ashes, which is just a super solid removal spell in red. Fry could wheel, which is a great sideboard card. Sleep paralysis is fine. Everything else is fine. This eagle is nice, but I think we'd take this reduce to ashes. Not the most efficient removal spell, but it is good. Again, Herald of the Sun is a little expensive. We're already passing a couple good white cards. I think I'd rather just have this Audacious Thief. It's a really good black card. Mold Divine Reclamation is good too, but I think I want to stay open. Winged Words is also nice. If I picked up the blue-white flyer, I think we would have had some nice picks already, but I'm okay with what we're doing so far. Flame Sweep is nice at wiping the board of tokens and whatnot. Thunderkid Awakener can be good too in an elemental deck. We're not necessarily in black. Is this a foil Thunderkid Awakener? I think it's worth a few tickets. Flame Sweep is nice too. Deals 2 damage to each creature except creatures you control flying, but it doesn't really pair well with black. And we already passed a lot of flyers, so I'm doubting we're going to get some flyers on the way back. I'm going to go for this Awakener. Speculative Awakener. Oh, man. We might be getting cut from these colors, and we're still seeing white and blue flow. So maybe here we take this Cloudkins here over anything in our colors right now. I think. Welcome to the stream. Let me make sure the chat's up so I don't mess that up again like I did yesterday. I totally ignored someone. Okay, so here I think we take this Cloudkin. It's just a super good card. Okay, our colors are coming back here. I've been impressed with this Goblin Smuggler. It can help get us in Audacious Thief, which is super nice. I like that combo a lot. Bloodfell Caves, Boneclad Necromancer, Fry, Destructive Digger. Maybe the pack we just saw was just loaded with white-blue cards and it's not really a sign. Or it's a sight sign, but that's okay. Yeah, so let's put this into the side. I'm thinking I'm liking our red so far. So I don't mind a Blade Brand, but I think we just pick up a second and reduce the ash and don't look back. Active Treason's nice in like a sack deck, but we don't have any sack outlets yet. We are in the right colors to get some though. Here, we're getting a little fat on 5 drops. This Lightning Stormkin is actually a nice signal that blue might be, bright blue specifically might be open. And I think it's strong enough to speculatively take this over and picking up the Boneclad Necromancer. Yeah, it looks like red is maybe the most open color. This is a late Lavakin Brawler. We don't have any other elementals right now. Actually, we have 2. That was a lie. Yeah, and I've been super impressed with this card. You can get it for 4 or 5 damage pretty easily with it. Here, I think I like this Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Red and black have red specifically has a lot of ways to maybe like ping things for smaller amounts of damage. Then you can drop a Cutthroat and boom, you get it off the board. I think this Scorch Spitter can be good. You can buy back with Thunderkin and Awakener. It's another elemental for this brawler, and it keeps us more open by going heavy red. Here, I'll definitely take this Dismal Backwater. Even if we end up black red, either way we could splash something with one of our off colors. Here, I'll just cut the red card. Here, I'll cut the blue card. I will take the first Blade Brand, I think. Okay, so I think we found the open color in red. We got some pretty good stuff, and then we can still see what we get past or what we open to decide our second color. All right, so this is a pretty garbage mythic. It's in limited, it's in this set specifically. Maybe in Dominaria it'd be better, but in this set it's just basically a 3/4 for 3, which is fine, but it's a really hard to cast 3/4. And here we have a couple of choices on the red side of things. Uncaged Fury has been really impressive. It just can let you finish games out of nowhere, but it is kind of costly, and it's a little late in the format to where people might be thinking about it. I think our picks here are between Shock and Chandra's Outrage. I do like Outrage better, but Shock is so mana efficient, and it can pair well with the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat to kill something that's even bigger than something with 4 health. I think it could clear the way. We might be a more aggressive deck. I think I like this Shock. Goblin Smuggler, Chandra's Embercat, Outrage, Blood Burglar, Boneclad. A lot of things can wheel in this pack, so I'm hoping to get something back from that. And this pack is pretty busted as well. We've got about 4 cards here that we wouldn't mind picking up. And Siege Breaker, Agonizing Siphon, Bone Splinters, and Chandra's Outrage. I do like the Outrage is instant and it can target face. We don't really have anything else to hold up for our instant speed, so it's not like we're getting a lot of value in terms of like holding this up or playing something, but we can maybe get some blowouts with this more so than these things. We don't really have a lot of good things to sack in this deck, so I'm a little hesitant about this Bone Splinters. Agonizing Siphon can target face, and it can also gain you life, so it can swing a race. And Siege Breaker is just a nice efficient creature with this claws that makes it really hard to block small things, so it's good with Audacious Thief, so they can't really chump block it. I think I'm gonna go for the first Outrage here. Here, I know it's clunky and expensive for a deck that's trying to be kind of aggressive, but Meteor Golem is just so good. It just comes down and kills anything. We don't have I'm gonna get these blue cards out here. We don't necessarily have to be black. We might just be heavily red. Boreal Elemental is probably the best creature in this pack in our colors. Outside Meteor Golem. Ripscale Predator might wheel, and this is the type of deck I think you would want that in, but I like Meteor Golem. Yeah, this is a pretty weak pack for us. We'll just go Boneclad Necromancer over the first Fire Elemental. This is 5/5 for power over 2 bodies. And like 90% of the time you're playing it on turn 5 or later. Fire Elemental is just a boring 5/4. The only synergy we have is with this Lavakin Brawler. If we have a way to pump this eventually, it might be good and could get something back. It's, what is this? With toughness less than this toughness. So we'd have to pump this toughness by 3, and I don't think we can do that reliably in these colors. Oops, almost picked the wrong one. Okay, I think I actually like this Agonizing Siphon over the Bone Splinter and the Keldon Raider. It can go to face, and it looks like we might be a semi-aggressive deck, and it can help us gain some life. And we don't, like I said, we don't have a lot of good things to sack necessarily. I do like the cheapness of Bone Splinter, but so be it. Yeah, I'll just take this 2-drop with lifelink. It's going to be better in matchups where we're trying to race versus matchups where we're trying to be super aggressive. We could do this Unchained Berserker, but I kind of like the Embercat. It can help pump out. It's another elemental. It can help pump out the Lavakin Brawler. Unchained Berserker is nice though. It's a 3/1 attacker, and if they're playing white, it gets significantly harder for them to block. This is a tough one. It's close. I am gonna go with Unchained Berserker. Could be a super strong sideboard card. Here, this Sanitarium Skeleton might be good if we end up picking some of those Bone Splinters. This Goblin Smuggler came back. That is pretty sick. Because you can make this unblockable. You can make the Lavakin unblockable since they're all 2 powers pre-combat. And then when they get in, they get pumped. Which is nice. It makes our Thunderkin Awakener better. That's a good card for our deck. Here, I think I'm going to go for the Cryptic Caves. It looks like our mana base won't be too demanding. I'll pick up a Vile Dragonfire over a second Sanitarium Skeleton. Not even sure if we're playing the first one. Fire Elemental probably won't make the cut. I hope it doesn't make the cut. That means we have failed as drafters if that thing's getting into our deck without a shit ton of elemental synergy. Yeah, buzzed. We'll take the Mind Rot as a sideboard card. And we'll cut the big beefy thing. Okay, what are we working with here? Okay, I was a little disappointed by this pack because my eyes went from top right and then down and then left. And I was like, oh, maybe a Scorch Splitter or Active Treason. But then we just see one of the best removal spells in the pack just sitting there in our colors. We're going to definitely take that. Second Thunderkin Awakener is pushing it. This Fry Might Wheel, this Reckless Airstrike is good against flyers. So if one of these comes back, I'll take them. But I'm definitely going for the second shock here, and we're going to be a pretty aggressive deck. I don't know if we can fit this Meteor Golem in. We might just play 16 lands, honestly. We don't have a lot of card draw spells. We have this Audacious Thief. With 2 Goblin Smugglers is actually really good. Here, I think I am going to go Infuriate. It can help get in damage to end the game. It works well with Thunderkin Awakener, but I guess not really, since everything... We don't have a ton of elementals, and to buy it back, we might not even play this, honestly. But regardless, I do like the Infuriate. With 2 shocks, Fathom Fleet Cutthroat gets really good. Blade Brand's fine. Scorch Spitter, I wouldn't mind a second one, but I don't mind the first Infuriate here. This is a pretty miss. This pack is a miss for sure. I'm going to take the rare. We're not playing 2 fire elementals, so I'm just going to take the super rare. Not that I even care about it. Here, if we were splashing, we might consider this Creeping Trailblazer, but currently we have nothing to splash with, and we're pretty deep this draft, so I'm just going to take a second Scorch Spitter. So Noxious Grasp is really good against white cards, but I think this Ripscale Predator is going to be our curve topper. We're going to leave the Meteor Golem out. Flame Sweep hits a lot of our own creatures, I want to say. Yeah, we have a lot of 2/2s and less that are not flyers, so we can't really pick that up. Between this Chandra's Embercat and its second Infuriate, I think we need more 2-drops to be pressuring our opponent. We will pick up this Reckless Airstrike as a sideboard card. Honestly, we could go triple Scorch Spitter. We don't have ways to sack creatures on our side of the board, so Active Choosing gets much worse. Don't have that. And having more Scorch Splitters does make Thunderkin Awakener a better play. Take this for the sideboard. You don't need to run 2 Blade Brands. Though it might be good. We have to see where we're at here. If we're playing 16 lands, I don't think I want to run this Cryptic Aves. This Vile Dragon Fire might be too low for us. No, maybe not. I can hit the face, which is nice. I don't think we need to run 2 Blade Brands. 1 is generally pretty good enough. I do like it with these Scorch Spitters that we're just going to be sending in to maybe ping them for 1 damage. But just from like things that deal damage to the face, we have Chandra's Outrage for 2. We have Agonizing Siphoning, so that puts us to 5. We have Vile Dragonfire 7, 9, 11, and then 1 attack on average of each of these is 14. So we have a lot of ways to just like hit the face. So I think here we're going to go for a 9-7 split. We have 1 double black spell. Actually, we have Murder. But we have so much early red plays. This is somewhat of a greedy mana base, but I'm going to run it and see how it goes. We might replace this Boneclad with something else, but what? Nah, not really. We don't have anything better. Meteor Golem's too expensive to play 16 lands with, I think. And we have the removal we need. No, we'll put that back. I'm going to run 16 lands. It's a little greedy, but we'll see how it goes. What could go wrong? What can go wrong? This is probably the most aggressive. I wish we picked up another Audacious Thief or 2 with 2 Goblin Smugglers. Goblin Smugglers let a lot of our creatures get in for sure, which is nice. Oh, I wish we played first. Damn it. Damn it, man. Well, that's no good. On the draw, we could be super greedy. We just need to find one land in the first few plays. We have like mulligan. Oh, mulligan. We're on the draw. Oh my god. We'll keep this just because Audacious Thief draws us some cards, but not the type of hand this deck wants. We draw into a shock. We can clear the board for. Oh my god. Okay, shock. Ah, okay. Murder is okay. We might have to do that. This thing can get out of hand. Are we playing a super aggressive deck? Okay, good. I'm glad they don't have a 2-drop. Okay. If they pump this thing, I won't be too upset about it. We'll take some damage. You'll get pumped, but then we can leave up murder. That's fine. We're just gonna murder on their turn. Actually, they might attack and try to pump it again. So let's just pass here. They don't have a lot of, in these colors, they don't have a lot of things they could do to save this. Oh yeah. Wasted their turn. Now I think we get our Audacious Thief online, and then hopefully we can shock something out of our way. And then we can start drawing some cards. Unchained Berserker is just basically going to be a 3-1 attacker against them. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Oh, they have their own shock. Well, I don't think we're going to find anything better to shock, so let's kill theirs. Going to try to win the board presence battle at least. Damn, for 16 lands, we're drawing a lot of lands here. Sometimes that happens, and we don't have ways to refill our hand, unfortunately, so I'm not feeling too good about this. Looks like they have basically our deck. Mirror match. Except theirs is working out better for them. Up, and they have 4 cards that they want to keep in hand, which is not usually a good sign. And we keep on flooding. This is not a good blocker, so we might as well attack, even though we're behind the race. And I'm gonna start strategizing for game 2 in my skull. Oh my god, aggressive! I know. Yeah. Well, let's see. We don't need to make it unblockable. We also can't attack with it. They could have Mine Rot, and we don't have a lot of things to do with our lands. So I'm just gonna hold both our mountains. Gonna get in for 8. I guess we just kind of let that happen. We probably have a pump spell. Three, 2 flyer. We have 2 shocks for that, so that's good. Scorch Spitter ain't gonna do it. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so they're also an aggressive deck. We saw 1 flyer, which isn't that great. I don't think we need to actually change much. I like what we have going on here. We just didn't draw so well, so let's do this again. We flooded out considering we had 16 lands. And had like 5 hands in our opening hand? 6 hands? There were 6 lands? 6 hands in our opening hand? What? What? Okay, this looks better. We're just gonna be attacking every turn. Just turn our card sideways. Thunderkid Awakener has haste, which is nice. Again for 3 damage on turn 2. Goblin Smuggler can get another attack if we draw a land and they don't have anything. Come on, land. Ah, that would have been great. That's okay. We're going to save our Infuriate for winning a combat or saving one of our things from spot removal. Okay, that's fine. I think we'll just shock this and go. Definitely need to find some of our swamps. 4/3 is lame because we have to. Come on. Hey, it's feast or famine over here. We can double spell and kill ourselves, but I don't think that's a good thing to do. I mean, we clear this thing out. We're pretty ahead on the race. So they might like, let's see what, shock something. I think we save it with this. They have a murder or something. Now they can't really attack with this. So it saved this thing and gained us 4 life. That's something. We really need to find some land here. Preferably a swamp. Okay. Oh, this is bad. This is going to be a quick match, I think. I think we're just gassing out too fast. The other end of playing 16 lands, I guess, but start with 2 lands in hand. We've had, what, 5 draw steps? This is bad. We might have to double trade here. I think we need to kill this lifelinker. I mean, if not, we're never going to win the race. Here we can Goblin Smuggler if we find a land, get this through, buy back one of our Scorch leaders to get in a damage. Actually, I kind of like Audacious Thief here. Maybe this is how we get back in the game. We're going to have to take 7 next turn now. Then we're down to 9. Well, if we find a land, we can Agonizing Siphon this thing and swing the tide a little bit. So it might not be the end of the world. Land might be coming a little too late. Yeah, because they're going to have a 3/2 and a 2/2. So now if we tap this to give this unblockable, we're just going to be in trouble. Yeah. So we play this. I think we got to do it. Try to find a land here. And we're dead, basically. Yep. Okay, well, that was a quick match. The next one. I feel like our decks were similar in power level. They just drew better. That's what I'm sticking with. I don't think we misplayed. It's hard to misplay this type of deck, actually. Because a lot of it's just attack every turn. It's a pretty aggressive deck. Well, we flooded out, and then we got land screwed. Luckily, they were both in the same match. We got that out of the way, and it's going to be smooth sailing from here on out. If our opponent would actually... oh, came in last minute. Into with the drama. Dramatic Flare. Okay. I can work with this. Lava Brawler could be attacking for 5 when it comes down. We just need to find a red eventually, but I don't think that should be a problem. Maybe it is. We definitely don't want more swamps. White-black has some life gain synergies, so this makes me a little worrisome to be an aggro deck against them as they play that right on cue. Audacious Thief is nice though. This can't trade for it. That 1/3 is really cramping on style. Okay. That will be nice, but let's get this Lopikin Brawler down. Can attack as a 5/4. So right now they can't even double block it efficiently. If they have removal for this, they'll probably still just hold back the Griffin Protector. Okay, that's fine. It's just a 3/3. Okay, so if we attack with this, we get to draw a card. They get to eat one of these things, but then we can kill one of their things, get out of the way. I think that's good. We could be patient. They're not really putting pressure on us, but I think I like this plan. Now we can do this. Hopefully I don't have protection from... Actually, that card doesn't work. And we got another elemental here. This thing's attacking as a 6/4, so now I can take out both of these things so they double block. And if they double block, they can't kill it. But I'm a little hesitant here. But we'll see what they do. I wish I had Murder in hand. They have to have something. They have 3 cards and 6 lands. Yeah. Okay. I wish I had that card. I'll hold on to the swamp. We actually did have trouble finding our mountain. So that's fantastic. And they're holding us down pretty well. We need to find some of our removal. We have a lot of it. Combat Trick wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, that's nice. Can exile their Fathom Fleet. We still can't really attack profitably. We can attack. No, this can get first strike. So now we're just kind of waiting for removal. Or mountain would be good. This thing's attacking into their board would be super nice. Okay, so now we're getting screwed that way. We can attack with the 3/3. I don't mind trading this for any one of their cards, honestly. I'm gonna trade with the 1/3. I think the 1/3 is holding more things back, and I don't want them to gain life. They have a combat trick. I'm really okay if they use it to kill this half a card. Okay. Gonna pump it. Oh, okay. Look at you. Look at your fancy magic playing. That's actually fun. We find a red mana, we can go Ripscale Predator, sub attack for the following turn, and then Chandra's Outraged if they try to double block. Or we could just keep on finding these useless attackers. Okay, so a couple of those goblin things would be good to draw. Okay, so that's gonna slow us down a little bit, but not too bad. There we go. Okay, next turn we attack with that, and then we can hold up Chandra's Outrage for anything they try to do, unless they have another murder. Ooh, that's gonna be real good. But let's do this plan first. If they don't block it in a way that's troublesome, we could still play our Unchained Berserker. And they have no way of currently blocking this. I'm glad we picked that up over one of the elemental cat things. Okay, well that's nice. Okay, now I'm feeling much better about this. Now we have 2 pretty lethal threats, and if we get them low enough, we just swing with everything. Now if they have murder, it's still like a hard thing for them to do. Okay, so they gain 1 life from that and they get to kill it. That's fine. They need to find something black to deal with this that we can't kill with Chandra's Outrage. And they have it, so that's great. So now we can outrage their Griffin Protector and then swing with our 2 tutus. I guess is something to do. Okay, so we gained 2 life and they lost 1. That was a good exchange. I don't think we need to go. Oh man, lifelink. Oh, that's good. Okay, so now we get in with our lifelink. This thing's gonna be key for us, I think. Just until they remove it with another siphon. Bullshit. Okay. So we can outrace that with our gaining 2 life every turn. We don't have good blockers for it. We can throw a lot of things in front of it though. That's fine. It's gonna be one of these games. So they get to gain 1 life a turn. So basically, we're still running this race. We're netting 1 damage a turn, and we're basically draining 1 a turn at this rate. They could attack with the 4/4. We would double block it here. Definitely don't mind doing that. I think I'll just take the 2, I think, for now. That's fine. Some way to bring things back from graveyard. What are we doing here? Yep, there it is. That's fine. Still not that bad for us. Thank God we have this lifelink, or else we would be dying slowly. I mean, we gotta deal with this Griffin soon, or we have enough stuff to do that. And we've drawn 9 lands, so 10 of our 17 cards are lands, which is nice. They've drawn a lot of lands too. Probably out. It looks like kind of like a weenie deck like us. Why would they play that post combat? Not sure. Okay, this is good. I think here we kill their Epicure. Actually, no. Do we kill their Griffin? Kill the Griffin here. We can't race this and the ping. Well, if we kill this, they won't have the ping. So they're just doing 2 a turn plus gaining a life. And we're doing 2 a turn and gaining 2 life. Yeah, it seems like the Epicure of Blood might be a bigger problem eventually. Let's do this. I'll have this attack. Think about it. What do we want to do here? I think we want to kill. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So if they... I'm going to kill this Epicure of Blood, I think. Just harder for us to attack too. So if they tap out their Griffin, they don't have a lot of good blockers. I mean, they have some decent ones, but nothing too amazing. What did they draw? They're thinking too much. I don't like this. I don't like it one bit. I will do that. Let's see what happens. They have one removal spell. They would definitely be using an Iron Goblin Smuggler, I think. Fine. Yeah, do they have another Soul Salvage? That's the only thing in their graveyard. Agonizing Siphon is nice. Right now we're winning this race. Can attack with this Thunder Kid. They can double block here. Then we get other things through. I don't think it's quite worth it yet. 2/2s aren't doing much. Probably kill a Griffin. This thing is like slowing us down from winning though, and the Griffin really isn't. They could, this is tough. Because this thing's gaining a life a turn, so it's basically cutting this in half. So we're 11 turns away from winning. This thing's doing 2 life. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill this stupid thing, surprisingly. Oops. And if they happen to have a pump spell, they couldn't save it as easily as they could save the Griffin. Okay, well now we do that, I guess. See what's up. There's a +2/+1 to all creatures here, so that would take care of that. This thing would get to eat one of these, but not too bad. I guess I'll do that. I think we're okay. Are they just bringing a bunch of shit back from the graveyard? What the fuck is this? No! Oh, no. Okay, well, that's not too terrible. Well, they had it. Oh, now they're gonna start drawing like fucking magic, huh? So that's what they top deck. What's our top deck? A useless card. Actually, yeah, let's just cycle this. Get something on the board. Nice. That was a good plan. Look at that. Oh, come on. Well, I think we have 2 shocks still. We have another goblin thing we could trade with it. Or we just draw more mountain. Perfect. So they're going to start drawing cards, and I think we're screwed. Okay, well now we know to play around this planar cleansing. Yeah, this is a pretty hard counter to our deck, though. It's just got lots of life gain and good ground blockers. Yep, and we're just... I think half of our remaining cards are lands, and theirs is probably a little over that. But they're drawing 2 cards a turn, and we are not. We will hold this back, block, and eat this with our Infuriate if we have an opportunity to. Oh, Jesus. Maybe they'll mill themselves. But they just draw murder. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll still trade, I guess. Well, now they're not milling themselves, but I don't think that's an actual plan. I don't know what we have in our deck at this point that we could draw. Okay, well, that's no bueno. Oh, so what do we do? We have a bunch of small 1/3 things. They had the Griffin and the 2/3 flyers. So I don't mind having one of these as a different removal spell. Maybe cheaper than Reduce the Ash. Though they have those 4/4s. Boneclad Necromancer doesn't look too good. How do we get past the 1/3s? I guess another Blade Brand would be good. And maybe this golem in here after all. They had something you want. This Thunder Kid Awakener and these Scorch Spitters look bad. That. Then what's this getting back? What's the point of this thing? I'd rather just have a beater, I think, here. Let's get that out of here. Okay, I was hating on you fire elementals, but I think your time's in. We could mind route them. They look like they had a ton of hard draw. Yeah. Let's just do that. I think this is going to be stronger in the long run. Should probably upped our land count on the play, but we got lucky here. Unchained Berserker is going to win us the game. I'm calling it. Okay, this deck is not coming out of the gates fast enough. I feel like we have the early and mid to late game removal to back up our plan of being aggressive on the ground, but it doesn't seem like we're drawing the combination. We will shock that away. Or gains life for them. And can block Unchained Berserker where a lot of their cards can't. Perfect. I'm not trading that. Okay. I need to find a removal, get this Vampire of the Dire Moon out of here. The Griffin, I hope so. Nice. Perfect. So and then we attack with the Lavakin. If they want to trade here, I'm totally cool with that, given the fact that we have this Unchained Berserker here. They might have what's it called? Bring back shit from graveyard. Okay, that's fine. They can't block this, which is nice. An Audacious Thief gets a trade if we attack with it, so I think I'm okay with that. Going to Ash will be nice. I think I'd rather kill the... Oh, wait. Not killing that. The... Stupid. Okay, I'm feeling good about this hand now. Now we got two pretty big threats. We have removal, and we have another mediocre creature to drop. They have murder. They could kill either of these. That's annoying, but we still have a 5-4 against their 3-3. We will just play the Fathom Fleet Cutthroat here. Yeah, they just play a 4-4. Not gonna be good for them. Oh man. Don't do it. Okay. That's fine. I think we've filed this thing. Actually, nah. We're fine. I'll leave that for something better. We're still winning this race pretty handedly. More likely, we're going to draw some cards over them. Since our land... I don't doubt they're running 16 lands. Ooh, that's nice. Let's attack with this first. Okay, if they don't have yet another piece of removal, this thing's going to do some damage real fast. They haven't used their murder yet, though, so they could draw that at any second. I think we just go for it. They can use the protection from red, block, dry card. They can go down to 9. Okay. We might Vial of Dragonfire, the Soul Mender, end of turn, and then we can reduce the ashes if they don't give up, which they did. All right. Yeah, so this is better. I like this plan much better against their deck specifically. Yeah, I don't think there's much we have to do here. On the draw, I think I'm still going to keep 16 lands. It's a little greedy, but we don't have ways to draw cards, and I just kind of want to protect against flood, especially on the draw. I'm okay with that. Cryptic Caves we can make Cryptic Caves our 17th land actually, because then that way it's kind of the middle ground. I think I like that over Late Brand. Do that. There we go. That kind of mitigates the problem we were having there. A nice compromise. Ignoring all my messages. Let's see what's going on. Nothing. I say all my messages as if people are messaging me. No one is. Nobody likes me. Okay, Pinto Beans. A clever one, isn't it? I am keeping the one lander. On the draw, we got a couple spells. We got some 2-drops. There we go. And we had it all the time. And it was a swamp. That's good. Get rewarded for our bad play. That's fine. We can attack into it with our Blood Burglar, then finish it off with our Shock if we want to. To reduce to ashes and agonizing. Siphon, Vial of Dragonfire, and Shock. We have all the removal here. I ain't blocking that. I don't think we've seen oh, that's why. That's okay. I'll attack here. We'll shock this dead. And then draw out our Dragonfire here. Our Vial. That's fine. I wonder if that's the only reason why they include it. Embercat's fine. Turns the race tide in our favor. One 3 is fine. Now they could double block. I might agonizing siphon one of these things if we get a chance, which we do not. So now we just pass. Alright, so we have our strong cards in hand. We just need to find our lands now. But they just need to find lands too, apparently. We're gonna siphon the lifelink here. Get in for 2, gain some life. Yeah, for why would they not block one thing? That's weird. I will reduce to ashes that, I think. Protection. Red. Don't do it. They don't get to buy it back either. Nice. Really shooting off our removal spells here callously, but this thing's going to be a problem for us one way or the other. Honestly, if they get stuck on land and they don't have another play, we might just reduce to ash this thing. Next turn. The suspense. What's going to happen? I'm going to scratch my head. That's what's going to happen. That's what Pinto Beans is doing over here. Scratching their head about what to do. Oh, there we go. Hopefully I don't block anything again. Oh, there we go. They've learned how to play Magic. I'm mocking them, but it's stupid to mock them because I'm going to maybe lose to them. Okay, given the fact that we are one land away from medium golem, I'm just going to kill this thing, start getting in. Our opponent's kind of mana screwed, but I'll take it. Okay. That would have been nice to have last turn. I think we just hold on to it, though. It's not ending the game this turn. It could maybe save our Ember Cat. Oh, man. They're going to have to discard. They're going on a bad draw here. That's actually really nice. Let's just pop that right now, I think. I think I'm okay doing this. Oh, yeah. Of course, I draw the thing I can't play. And then that would be our medium gold land, but that's okay. Oh, I feel so bad for our opponent. I don't feel that bad. I'll take the cheap win. Oh, something with haste. Damn, so if we infuriate last turn, they would have been dead. But how are we supposed to know? We're staying in pretty good position here. What would they have to play? Oh, we can kill that with our medium gold. Or we can just, here. This. There we go. All right, we pulled out that match. Let's rebuild our deck a little bit. I don't think these hyper aggressive Scorch Spitters and Thunder Awakeners are that good after all. I think I'd rather have another Blade Brand and 2 Fire Elementals. They're so mediocre. That's what we're going to do, and then we'll add in this Cryptic. That. Okay, so I think there's too many ground things to make our plan worthwhile in terms of having a bunch of 1/1s get in and ping them to damage. Lesson learned. Hopefully we can pull out a 2/1 from this lackluster deck. I put in 1 Fire Elemental. I think I like, yeah, let's cancel this. I think for our purposes, a Fire Elemental is better than the Boneclad Necromancer. Don't really have a lot of reasons to go wide. I think later in the game, we'd rather just have a 5/4 than a 3/3 and a 2/2. Our removal is definitely solid. I think that's the strength of this deck. Uh oh, Magic Batman. Batman. Magic Batman. Well, we need to find a land. A swamp specifically. We keep. We're on the draw. We have shock to slow them down. Oh, yes. So good when you get rewarded for bad keeps. Oh, and they're on 1 land? Oh, we both kept sketch lands. It makes me so happy. Yeah, this Audacious Thief is going to go off, I think. They're going to need to find removal. Oh, yeah. This game's over, I think. That's not true. We'll play this. We'll attack in. I can unsummon something. I think that's the only single blue spell that isn't like one of those fairies. Oh, yeah. That's getting shocked for sure. Sucks we can't really play anything else. I might just cycle a Blade Brand here on the lifelink. See what we draw. Oh, that's going to be nice. Goblin Smuggler and Chandra's Ember Cat this turn. Oh, we don't even have to make it unblockable. We can just attack with it. Even better. We might be able to kill them next turn if we just Chandra's outrage something out of their way and then attack with everything. So we haven't seen anything that's too good against our deck specifically. Kind of a weird mix of cards. Running this main deck is pretty bad, I think. Yeah, I don't think we saw enough. We did see one flyer. I don't think that's enough to put in Reckless Airstrike. They are blue though, so it's likely they have other flyers, but they just have the 3/4 flyer. That doesn't really get us, or this doesn't really help us that much. I think we're good here. Just run this back. I don't know if you watched my last draft, but this is a significantly less exciting series of games. Not just because I'm doing mediocre either, just because it's a objective fact. Oh. Oh, it's so late. It's 8 p.m. Oh, this is a nice hand. I'll take this. We're one line away from getting our thief going. Maybe our opponent kept the one lander again. Double shock is nice with thief in hand. We don't want them gaining life, so we're just gonna get that out of the way here. Okay, we need to start drawing some lands though. Yeah, I think I'll just kill that too. Come on, land. Oh. This is a great draw though once we do find a land. Because then we get Audacious Thief, drop this following turn, make this unblockable, get in. One flyer that draws a card is so damn good. Okay, so we've seen 2 flyers now. 3 flyers? Yeah, we've seen 3 flyers. Time to put in the flyer hating card. This is a bummer. Just need 1 land. We're running 17 lands like a normal person now. Okay, that's not that scary as is. Nice. Okay, we have murder up. We can come back here. I'm not gonna trade this, I don't think. I'm gonna take 5 damage, go down 13 next turn, and then I don't know if we could do our original plan. But they attack with both things. We don't block. Maybe we just murder something. Get in. Then we're open up to another 5 damage again. We'll go down 13 and then 12 from this ping, and another 5 brings us down to 7, and we won't have much of a board presence. But if we find another mountain, chances outrage something. I'm gonna take it. We have the card advantage actually. Do I really need? If I have another one of these, then our whole thing gets worse. Our whole situation. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but we don't even have to make it unblockable now. I'm gonna spend our mana. See what we draw. That's kind of nice, but I think we're gonna Goblin Smuggler. And then we can block with Infuriate. It's better than using a removal spell right now. Obviously, things go bad if they have some instant speed removal. They have Siphon. We can still pump this, save it, and then they can't. They can still attack, but we will trade with it then. I'm sorry, what? So this gets -2, -0 until my next turn. Actually, not too bad. I can block this. We take 5. This can make this unblockable. I can pump it with Infuriate, and I can murder something, kill this thing. Or they create Angel. I think we have to do that. I mean, we're getting real low on health here, but it's going to be fine. Land would be great. Nope, not land. Okay. Do that. And then I think we have to murder the 3/1. We'll do it on their turn, I suppose. Actually, we can get our 2/2 down. No, because then we're dead if they have an activation here. Back with everything. They counter this, we're dead. Okay, we go down to 3. We need to get our Blood Burglar out next turn. And also somehow kill this flyer. Or hope they don't have a land, but if they don't have land, they're adding to the board. Oh yeah, they've got a good deck here. Got 5 land. We can attack with this. It pings down to 1. If they find a land, anything kills us. Then we can Fathom Fleet. Blood Burglar doesn't do it. If we just kill this thing and leave this back to block, if they find a land, we're dead. But if not, I guess we're not. We might just give up. We play this. We can't kill this. We attack with this, we go down to 2. This thing kills us. Because we can't kill this with Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. So the thing that keeps us alive is basically just Chandra's outraging this and not attacking. So let's do that. See what happens. I mean, if we find another piece of removal for this and they miss on lands. Okay. Okay, so Reckless Airstrikes are both coming in. We saw a lot. So we got removal.deck. We don't want to lessen our creature load anymore. Is there an upgrade we can do to Fathom Fleet? I don't think we're going to have a problem killing things. It's still pretty good. Everything we have. Unchained Berserkers is a 3/1 attacker, but that looks okay against them. Maybe we lose the Meteor Golem. A little slow. Maybe we don't really want to lose creatures though. We have so much. Maybe we lose this Vile Dragonfire. That's a little slow. I do like 1 Infuriate. We lose a Blade Brand is what we do. There we go. I think we're good there. We have 17 lands, but remember one of our lands draws cards. Looks decent. We'll trade Blood Burglar for anything. Could away for Audacious Thief. Maybe we'll draw one of the goblins or removal. Get this thing in. Audacious Thief has the opportunity, has the potential to go off in this deck. Hasn't happened yet, so maybe the game to decide 2/1 or not will be the one. We'll play out our mountain, make them scared of the shock potential. See, they held back a card because they were too afraid. I could feel it. Okay, well, we can attack into that. Gain some life. So if they play out another creature, okay, that's kind of nice. We have our big creatures coming. We're going Fire Elemental into Ripscale. I wish that turn wasn't a complete add nothing to the board turn, but honestly, it's pretty okay. We didn't see a lot of removal for them. We're pretty much ahead on the race. Whoa, really? What? That's insanity. Why do they see that as the threat? I don't even know. We'll attack with this first. I mean, we're going to ping ourselves, but we get card advantage here. And now we just got some beefy things to... Phone's doing stuff without my permission. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think they're pretty far behind on board. We have removal for flyer. We have good card advantage here, and we have some huge things to play. They're going to be hard for them to block. Yeah, that's fine. So they could double block, or they can trade with the Audacious Thief. Either way is totally fine. I don't see a need to use Blade Brand. I don't know how they block, where we would use it. I'm going to just drop them out and play Rip Scale. Regardless of how this goes down, I think. Be expected. Yeah. So we have the board presence, we have the card advantage. I'll be surprised if we don't have the creature advantage. That's fine. Yeah, here I think we just Meteor Golem that thing away. Would make them discard their card, but I think we're going to be fine here. They counter this, that will be a stinger, but we still get in with our Rip Scale. So here we're doing 11 if they don't block. They chump block, they only stop 5, so they still go down to 7. They have Blade Brand, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, that's fine. Any flyer we have an answer to. Goblin Smuggler can maybe even get in. That's not very scary at all. I think we can Agonizing Siphon this and just go for the kill. Seems impatient though. I think I'd rather just get this down. Actually, let's just attack for both. Oh wait, that was so stupid. I forgot this thing had menace. I was thinking they were gonna chump block this. Well, now we just Agonizing Siphon them in their face. Oh, they do have it. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we pulled out 2-1 with an aggressive deck that, after retooling, actually did pretty good. So maybe it was my build that was pretty bad. But I think I needed to learn the lesson that going all in aggro on cheap things is not, like most formats, is not good to do in M20 either. Anyway, I hope you all were entertained, and I hope you stuck around to see us recover and have a somewhat respectable draft finish. And you made it past the doom and gloom that looked like it was going to be for the first 3 games. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm going to add this to my spreadsheet, keep some track. Like, subscribe, follow. Check me out on Twitch if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're on Twitch right now, go check out my YouTube, those other recorded drafts. And yeah, spread the word to your friends, loved ones, for maybe the holiday seasons that are still many months away. Invite your grandparents, sign your card, love whoever. Check out Florida Men on Twitch TV. That'd be great. I don't know. That's an idea. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.